me just remind you who I am real quick. I am Roger Williams, a Christian conservative, pro-life, Second Amendment, grassroots taxpayer, just like all of you. I've got a pretty simple, everybody's got to have a platform, right? I've got a pretty simple platform. JD's heard me say it 100 times, but it's lower taxes, less government, cut the spending, defend the borders, listen to your generals, understand the 10th Amendment, and always stay with Israel. And that's where we are, and that's where we will never leave. I think it's important, and I say this everywhere I go because it is important. I think no matter, all of us that decide to run and serve, and I will tell you, public service, as President Bush said, is the most noble calling of all. But all of us that decide to run and serve, I think it's important that people ask us, okay, you're going to get over there, you're going to get up there, you're going to go down there. And when you get out there, how are you going to make decisions? One of the reasons I ran back in 2012 is because I was always where you were. People wanted my name, people wanted my money, people wanted my house, they wanted my dog, they wanted everything, right? And I found out that I would do all of that, but then they got to where they were going and they would not do what they told me they were going to do. And it made me mad. And so I'm a firm believer that I think all of us should be asked, how are you going to make decisions? You want my support. And so let me tell you how we've been making decisions in Washington. It's pretty simple. First of all, when we get ready to make a decision, we ask ourselves, what does the Constitution say? See, the Constitution is probably the best business plan ever written. And it is not living and breathing like the other side, Bruce, thinks it is. Nancy Pelosi thinks it's living and breathing. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means you make it up as you go along, but that's not right. So we say, what does the Constitution say? And that helps us with our answer. Then we say, what does our district say? What does our district want? And I look out here, and Jack's already thinking about the times I've called him at 7 at night or 7 in the morning, saying, Jack, where are we on this issue? I need your help. And you tell me. And then thirdly, it's what does our conscience really tell us to do? See, in Washington, you make 2 votes, and you make 2 votes only. You can make a vote to save your political future, or you can make a vote to save America's future. I'm trying to make those votes to save America's future. And lastly, and most importantly, I read the Bible every single day. See, the Bible will tell you how to do the jobs that we run for. It's pretty simple. So between the Constitution, all of you, my conscience, and the Bible, I can tell you since 2012, unequivocally, I have not made one vote that I regret. And that's where we're going to stick with it. And I think that's the only way you can be in this industry. So that's how we make decisions. So let me say this. Why are we here tonight? I mean, do we know why we're here tonight? I think we're here because we're tired of things like the FBI going down a course of wanting to impeach our president, all about the Russians, all these kind of things. We're tired of that. We'd like to see the FBI get back in business about defending America. So we're tired of that. We're tired of the NRA getting ripped apart by the news media and the left. We're tired of that. We're tired of regulations. We're tired of the Dodd-Frank regulation choking Main Street to where banks can't even loan you money, where you can't do business. We're tired of all that. We're tired of Nancy Pelosi. We're tired of sanctuary cities, and we're tired of people breaking the law, and everybody saying it's okay to just a little bit break the law. I didn't know you could do that. And we're tired of seeing the future of our country, the children in our schools, get killed in school. We're tired of this. That's why we're here. We're here tonight because we want to make tax cuts permanent. We're here tonight because we want to make the United States military the strongest military power in the world. Because without America being strong, the world is tonight because we want to make sure that we continue to rebuild our military by giving back to them the $1 trillion that Barack Obama gave them so we can give money to homeless people from free cell phones and take away from our kids that are fighting for freedom and liberty. And now we're here tonight because now we got $767 billion back in the military last week to help rebuild our military. That's why we're here tonight. We're here tonight because we want fair trade. We want America to be able to play on the same playing field as everybody else, so we can create jobs. We're here for fair trade. We're here also so we can always stand for our flag and always kneel to our God. That's why we're here tonight to support our president, the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump. We're here to support him. And we're here to support him not for tomorrow, not for next week, but for the next 7 years as we continue to make America great. So let me tell all of you, we have the White House. We kind of have the Senate, don't we? And we got the House. But I'm going to tell you, we're in a fight. We are in a fight. The other side's organized. The other side's angry. And remember this, the other side has and always will have the media. They will always have the media. And unfortunately, they have our schools. But what they don't have is our courts. And that's what we're fighting for, is to keep our courts, to keep conservative judges, making sure that this country in the future continues to be conservative and a country for the people, by the people. That's why we're here tonight. So as Jack and I have often talked, as conservatives, we do have decisions to make. You know, right now we've got to make a decision. Are we going to be sheep? Or are we going to be shepherds? Are we going to be pretenders? Or are we going to be contenders? Are we going to be students of the game? Or are we going to go play the game? At the end of the day, do we want a country of 330 million victims or 330 million patriots? We deliver on that, the other side can't. That's why we're here tonight. So let me just close by saying this, and all of you know history. But if you go back to the winter of 1778, Valley Forge, you know that in that winter we had troops and we had men that left there that winter, and they left barefoot on the ice. And we move next in our history of our country, we had brothers killing brothers in the Civil War. As you move further, we lost over 1 million men and women, the best and brightest we had to offer. We lost them in the world wars. We had Korea. We had Vietnam. We have all the things going today. We had 9/11. And if you go back from Valley Forge forward and look at those generations that followed, each one of them said, you know what, I'm going to step up. I'm going to make this country better than it was before what happened. See, I believe that tonight, this time we are in this country, and the challenges we have in this country, I believe this is our generation's Valley Forge. Amen. And we can't give in, and we can't give out. And we got to take days on, we can't take days off. We can't get out work, we can't get out hustling. This is our generation's Valley Forge. The finish line is in November of this year. We've got to run through the finish line. I believe we will keep the House. I believe we will keep the Senate. And when we do that, we demolish the Democratic Party. They will go so hard left that nobody will ever see them. So that's what I'm saying. This is our moment. And we have to support this president. We saved our country in November of last year. Literally saved our country. We're doing away with more regulations than ever before. We are back as the world power in America. Again, countries and the world, our enemies fear us.
Amen.
Our friends are beginning to trust us. as it should be. But we've got a long way to go. And as my daddy always said, he said, son, you know, the words well said are not nearly as powerful as the words well done. That's where we are. We can talk all we want, but we got to go out and do it. And we can do it, and we will do it, because I believe, like you, that America is the greatest country in the world today, without a doubt. Does anybody watch TV and see people getting in boats and leaving the coast of America to go somewhere? I don't think so. And if you look at the Statue of Liberty, the Statue of Liberty faces out. It does not face in. Amen. And it faces out because it says, come to America, realize the dream, do it the right way. We abide by the laws and enjoy this country. That's what we're fighting for. So I would just say all of you, thank you for allowing me to serve in the United States Congress. I too need your vote in November. If we get the vote out, we win everywhere. If we don't get the vote out, we're going to lose everywhere. Okay? But we're winners. I'm a winner. You're a winner. I love my country. And I said, if America is the greatest country in the world, in Texas, I believe it's the greatest state in America. Don't you? Well, if Texas is the greatest state in America, then Texas must be the best place to live. To live and grow, bless your family. That's where we are. Let's keep it that way. May God bless all of you. May God bless Coryell County. May God bless Texas. But most importantly tonight, may God bless the greatest country in the world, the one we love to call the United States of America. Thank you very much. Get out here.
This is very simple. He talked about the Battle of Valley Forge. What was the name of George Washington's horse?
I know that. Well, here's the deal. Well, you know what he's trying to. Are you tricking me or not? You're setting up. Okay. When you come to my office, which all of you, I hope, will do. Seriously, we love to see our friends. But and that's a good line for us. But when I went to Washington, I'm not an artist, but all of you remember President Bush when he went up there, he talked about a painting that was given to him called A Charge to Keep. It's kind of an Appomattox type painting that inspired him, that he could go to every morning in the Oval Office and it would inspire him spiritually, mentally, to do the job at hand to be president. So when I came to Congress, I wanted something to do the same thing to me. So I found a wonderful artist in Granbury, Texas, and I said, look, can you put this painting together for me? It inspires me here. So I, in my mind, can do my job. So when you come to my office, you'll see this beautiful painting we'll get our picture taken in front of. But it's George Washington at Valley Forge on his horse, being led by the Indians, the men following him out barefoot on the ice. Washington's on his horse, and he's and over his head is the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the first two amendments, and the book of Ephesians, the armor of God, which all of you know says, put your helmet on, your belt buckle, your breastplate, your boots, raise your sword to the enemy and fight as hard as you can. All that is in this beautiful painting. But what Jack's talking about, all of us in history, you've seen Washington on his white horse. But Washington said he could never take his white horse into battle because his white horse would always spook. But the horse he took into battle was the brown horse. The brown horse name was Nelson. But what he said about Nelson holds true for all of us in this room. He said he always took Nelson into battle because Nelson never took a step back. He always took a step forward. That's what we're doing. We don't need to step back. We need to take a step forward. So Nelson's the man. And Nelson's the horse Washington was riding during Valley Forge. So I made 100, right? Yes.